Uh, I want to basically share you what I end up did just for the Harley Quinn costume, especially the props. Now, I think I look at the photos. I think it's not like this, but I prefer to do this kind of style because it has the that blue and purple and blue, or if I could find a brighter bluish, try to cold coloring thing. So I used this Easter bunny head here that's meant for like Easter eggs, and they have this nice little shape if you take the ears off. It's got a purpose shape for it, and that way, if I could put something in here on the ends. Now it doesn't look bright. Actually, the blue just makes it look dark. The pink one, it looks pretty good. But I'm talking about what I end up making this to hold all of them. You could get this from Michaels. There's different kinds of shapes, and this is really great for that because you want it to be looks like it's a 40 meters, or it looks like a bullet shape to it. It looks about that, or you could just use like paper tubes, like toilet paper tubes, those things. I think that's how it's the acrylic ones and stuff. And if you could find the actual image of her in the Birds of Prey, that'd be really recommendable. But if you want something a little bit simple and easy and fun, I would just go to Michael's again and get these kinds, and they're like $4 or $3 of each individual package. And just take the ears off, pop them off carefully with your press it this again, like that. They come right off. Maybe sand it down a little bit, and that's it. You got the shape. Or you could still use the green one for, something to it. How I end up making these things, which is their foam sheets, not actual leather. So you can see the back is held by a tape. All these are done by two individual coloring of a foam sheet. So like there's a black down brown, here's nice bright brown here. And I just loop hole on each on a wider flat scales to get all these things in here carefully and nice and tight. So these are the foam sheet rulers. Get it just about, I don't know, where is the first end? Okay. So from the rulering, you want it to be a little bit roomy from here. But if you want to make the belt part, placing the like that, make it a little bit wider because you want to able to have the background to pop a little bit better. So these things could be kind of like, give it a pop in a sense, like that wide. And it's really just an eye to eye and figuring out. I usually use these things to put this here so I can see how big can it be and stuff. Just use these things to help you give it a reference of the size of it. Now once you're done, I always cut down the edges to give it a curve. And this is really great. They're like 99 cents for these big ones. Now the brown ones is like the strap. So I always get like a couple inches here, straight here, smaller or wider enough that I can go loophole, make it look all these pretty even and sinking into each other. Not like barely covering the whole thing. I want it enough so they can see the peeking of the coloring of them. And then that's it. Now, I'm gonna basically be honest with you. Everything is held by duct tape with this thing, and I covered the whole thing on the shotgun on top of this just to make this happen. But right now, I'm gonna actually use something like another tape and a foam pieces like back here to give it a nice little pop on the back. Metal on the back, strap here, duct tapes, strap on the bottom, duct tapes here. I'm gonna detail a little bit more, give it like I think it has like, there's like a drawings on these things. I'm gonna use gunmetal paint to give it a little darker than a silver shine. These things not staying put. They're all held by tape. So I'm gonna glue this here, stay put. And that's one of the launcher guns. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. And another thing I want to share you, I actually did this myself. Not perfect because I used these little tiny stars and didn't come out right. So I had to work with it. I just make the bigger star. I got the bigger piece to do this, and it's all in coveralls. Did this because I had to do more on the back of it. Give me a minute. It's just a coverall, and I shortened the length a little bit because why not? So I just did this style, shortened up it, used black as I can, and you can see they're not neat and clean because that's the whole concept. You know, you have to make it look like it's this. You know, it's actually not the hardest thing to do actually. So you can see the back here. I'm not finished. I want to give it a little bit like a different, something different on the back. So I'm not finishing it this yet. I want a dark, like a pinkish color here and bluish somewhere here to give it a pop. But you can see I used patterning like the bats, the bird over here, and there's a 20 on the back. And I do the same thing like on the back and front, the stripe here and the stars on the back. And you know, it's just randomly. So I'm gonna do more stripes over here. Definitely. Such a tedious thing to do actually, from using like a tape and get it lined it up. So much work. So all this is like the actual work I did. One of the things I couldn't do or actually make is jewelry. The shirts I end up getting it because I'm gonna wear under it. I got the leggings that has a tattoo, and I'm gonna try my very best to make some kind of like a add-on accessory, because I know she has like a few more around her arms. I mean, there's a lot of work to do, but this is pretty much what I've done so far to doing like the Harley Quinn, the Birds of Prey costume. If you want to try this way, if you find like a coverall like this blue, if you can find one with the buttons, that usually look better. It's like more industrial and more punk in a sense when you do it this way. Or you can still use the ripped jeans that you don't want, and you can make into that. Acrylic paint, find the patterns. Michael has a current sale, so you can find the patterns stenciled there. And red as bright as you can, black as you get. Yeah, a lot of homework. I had to do this, really, but this is actually by far my fun things to make at the shortest case after I saw like 2 weeks ago of the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey ones. Anyway, bye.